Hello gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Tanek127 and welcome back to another Tower of Fantasy video. And guys, like I say on all the Tower of Fantasy videos, thank you all so much for the love and support on the Tower of Fantasy content. And if you are new here, make sure you are subscribing to the channel, ringing that bell so that way you never miss a video. And if you've been around for a while, leave the video a like. If it doesn't help you, maybe you can share it with a friend. It could help them and it'll also help me in the YouTube algorithm, and I would appreciate it greatly. Thank you guys. But what is going on? Welcome back to another video. And guys, look, your boy finally doing raid content. Your boy finally hit level 60. Now, granted, I know I made a video just it might have been a week ago now. I'm not sure. It wasn't too long ago. I'm complaining about some of the issues and stuff like that in Domain 9. Now, I do want to give a disclaimer about it. I don't know if some of these recent patches ironed some of the problems there out, or I don't know if it's, as you progress more through Domain 9, things tend to, to get smoother on their own. I'm not sure, but Domain 9 has actually been running a little bit better for me, so I did want to give you guys an update on that situation. There were a lot of people in that video pissed with me for some reason. I guess, there were some people who happened to make it through with a flawless experience. Had a few guys call me clickbait and shit like that. And then I had a few people tell me that, they were experiencing the same thing. And I'm just like, yo, dude, if you just look in the comments and see other people are having trouble, you'll know I'm not bullshitting. But anyway, who knows don't worry about that right now. That's not the point of today's video. Today's video, I actually want to talk to you guys about another topic. And that is your combat score, aka your gear level, aka your item level, the power level of your character. And the reason I want to discuss this is because, let me explain. When I first started creating the Tower of Fantasy content, at the beginning of the PlayStation release and covering, some information up to launch and stuff like that, there were, just a few people in my ear and stuff like that here and there tell me, that the combat score and everything, don't focus too hard on it because it doesn't really matter in the end. And when you play Tower of Fantasy, I can definitely see why some people will get that impression. Because when it comes to content in Tower of Fantasy, as long as you're leveled up high enough to run the content, and even if you don't meet the combat score, you can still enter that content. Like, there is a raid right now that requires, or that recommends, like, a 100,000 combat score. And I can go in it. Am I going in it? Hell no. But I can. The option is there. And there's a lot of content like that in Tower of Fantasy. They don't restrict you by the combat score for some reason. And I think, that's what gives people that impression. But however, what I wanted to ask you guys is, and I want to know, what a majority of the community thinks here. Does the combat score, the gear level, whatever you guys prefer to call it, does it really matter in this game? Because me personally, and the reason I'm concerned is because I've really been underperforming in dungeons. I haven't been getting carried or anything like that, but my DPS hasn't been where I want it to be. And I'm going to tell you guys straight up, I'm a level 60 character, but because I didn't focus too hard on my combat score and I didn't worry about it much because, I listened to what some other people had to say, I only have a combat score of 16,000. Yeah, and there are some people probably looking at me like, what? Seriously, guys, I really want to know, is your combat score in Tower of Fantasy, is it really a diehard stat that you need to run combat? I would think to run content. Sorry, I don't know why I said run combat. Run content. But I'm seriously wondering now, because like it's an accumulation of all the power of your character, your level, your stat, your weapons, your matrices and everything. How does that total number not matter too much? I mean, I can understand it from, from a sense to where, hey, even if you're not high enough, you can still enter the content. I get it from that perspective. But if, if you're just going to go in that content and be ripped to shreds because your gear level or combat score or whatever it is not high enough, then what exactly is the point? You're really not participating in the content at all. You're getting carried. If you're dead at the end, I don't even know if you get the reward. Like how does this all work? Like what I'm saying is, guys, is like, does this stat matter? And what are some of the things you guys recommend to level this stat up. Now, there are plenty of things I can do to personally increase, my combat score and stuff like that, so I'm not really concerned. I'm personally going to start working on that by the time you guys are watching this video. Well, if you guys are watching this video, I've already started, but, I'm really curious, to see what you guys as a community think. Let me know down in the comments below. But anyway, y'all enjoyed today's video, smash that like button. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.